Ariku Martin Akudugu is my name. 2016 National Best Farmer, first runner-up.
In September and October 2020, floods destroyed his over 500 acres of maize and rice fields in the Upper East region. Ariku Martin Akudugu was left devastated at home, wondering how to start all over again.
As you can see, this is my farmland, a little over 500 acres of land that I cultivated maize and rice. The maize were 320 acres. The rice was around 180. We also have mango plantation, as you can see. We lost everything through the floods.
The flood was caused by the Agric Dam spillage in Burkina Faso and the heavy downpour. The Upper East region town of Kobore was not the only place affected. Many farms in the region and parts of the northern sector were submerged beyond their economic threshold. The most affected farmlands were within weeks of harvest, and all farms close to the White Volta were washed away. Mr. Akudugu invested 450,000 cedis in the over 500 acres of farmland. 3,600 bags of maize and 3,200 bags of rice were expected to be harvested at the end of the season. According to Mr. Akudugu, the investment was worth 2.6 million cedis.
In fact, the amount of money I invested in this was almost about 450,000 Ghana cedis. And what I was expecting to harvest at the end of the cropping season was around 3,600 bags of maize and 3,200 bags of rice. That would have been what I was expecting to harvest at the end of the season. The amount of money I would have at least as income would have been somewhere around 2.6 million Ghana cedis per the investment I made.
Before the flood and the Agric Dam spillage, the farmers were hopeful their crops had done so well, and many were smiling. A bumper harvest was a dream that was about to come true, but Mother Nature had other plans, and the rains and flood took away their joy.
Wet season time, we always put our best more than the dry season. So when you look at the wet season, we use more than 1,000 acres here, and in fact, when you look at it, we gain nothing. But
they tell us that we to fill the forms, and they bring our things for us. We are able to fill the forms, but we haven't heard anything. Nothing comes on. We are begging the government that they should do what they should do something small to help us.
This is the highest impact, the highest flooding we have seen since I started cropping here, since 2008. This is the highest one, because in about the 2012 one, in fact, there was something for us to salvage, but this year there is absolutely nothing to salvage.
Only tall trees like mango trees were able to withstand the devastating flood as the rest submerged. 4 months after the disaster, Mr. Akudugu has returned to the field to farm 100 acres for the dry season. This time round, he has invested over 170,000 cedis in the hope of making 400,000 cedis by the end of the season.
In the dry season, we have been able to crop like almost 100 acres now, as what we have seen. We have invested more than 170,000 Ghana cedis in it. And God being so good, we started selling the green pepper. It's just that about the last 3 weeks we don't have market for it. Next week we will start harvesting our onions. We started also harvesting the cowpea, and most of the cowpea we will be using it as seed. So these are some of the things that we are saying is motivating us to come back. We are hoping that at the end of the day, when we finish harvesting everything, at least we should be making somewhere about 400 to 500,000 Ghana cedis out of it.
Mr. Akudugu is just one of those farmers who lost their livelihood. The floods are some of the worst on record in the area, and hundreds of farmers are still recovering from the incident. Their farmlands have sustained them for years, paying their children's school fees. A report by Mohammed NURUDEEN.